All right, moving on. You were talking about you don't like to hike anymore?
Yeah, I don't like animals, period.
You don't like it.
I don't want bugs.
I'm going to fuel some more nightmare fear.
I can agree with bugs, but not certain animals.
Well, like I like goats. Like I think goats are really
like little
cute.
baby goats in pajamas?
And when I love kangaroos. Like those are cute.
They're kind of mean though, kangaroos.
So you want to go to the zoo just for fun?
I don't. No.
Do you just not like
Or the
animals?
aquarium.
You like feel bad when they're in the zoo? I mean, I always feel bad when they're in the zoo.
No, I feel really
Yeah,
bad when
that's
they're in the
true.
zoo. I think
It's
it's
not
more
their
the
natural-
smells and the bugs that are around the animals and the poop, that kind of stuff. That's where I just can't.
Yeah, I wish I like zoos sort of because I think it's cool to see the animals, but then I always feel bad if like they have like small. I wish they had. Why don't they make them like bigger, like where they can roam free?
Especially aquariums.
The
Like
closest
I would
I'll
be
do is the Animal
claustrophobic.
Kingdom at Disney World.
I do
I'll do
honestly. I like aquariums a lot. I get that it's like keeping something in captivity, but to be fair, like most of those fish like live much longer in the aquarium. Although I guess it's the question of would you rather live a long, safe life in an aquarium or like get eaten by a shark in the wild? I don't know.
On display.
There's a lot of philosophy in here that I'm not sure we should jump into. But how did we get on this? Oh, the zoo. Animals.
I don't know.
We're talking about animals. I'm going to bring it full circle. I'm coming back. All right.
Bring it home.
So, we actually did a recent segment sort of similar to this. You guys remember the girl who picked up the snake?
I do.
And she like got
I
bit
do.
and it
Of
ended up being a
course.
water
And
monster.
we looked at lots of
We were-
different snakes that day.
Yeah, right. Okay. Well,
Yes.
I know it was a few months ago, did a snake one, but this actually is like pretty breaking news that I think is worth bringing attention to people. So there actually is a surge of venomous snake bites and snake bite deaths in the U.S. this year. And Kalee, you're going to be able to weigh in on this because it involves weather. You're going to be able to weigh in.
I love weather.
Yeah.
I just don't like snakes.
All right. Now, first off, I'm going to give everyone a dose of reality. Don't freak out about snake bites because every year in the United States, there are 800,000 dog bites that require medical attention and between 60 and 100 deaths from dogs, okay? Compared to snakes, there's only about 8,000 snake bites that require medical attention. And on average, there's only 5 deaths in the U.S. every year from snake bites. And a lot of times when you look at those, it's people who didn't seek medical care. In reality, like dying from snake bite in the United States is pretty rare. But there actually is kind of a surge this year. In the past 3 weeks, there's been 3 deaths in California alone of hikers in like the more rural areas from rattlesnakes, which is kind of wild. Yeah, rattlesnakes. Yeah. And 3 deaths is a lot because it's not even snake season yet. It's just now starting to be snake season.
It has been for me, for sure.
Yeah, right. Brenda, you said that you had like a snake encounter, right?
Yeah, I've had 2. I told you
snake
about
encounters?
a coral snake during Easter weekend.
Oh, right.
Yeah, here's a photo. Red on yellow.
Red
Sorry,
on
it's
yellow,
blurry.
kill a fella.
Yes,
No, I can see
we
it.
learned this and
Yeah,
at Nip Talk 101.
That's
exactly.
right.
And a rattlesnake this weekend. So
And a rattlesnake.
Is this all at the ranch, or are you
No,
seeing these in other?
the coral snake was in Austin, Texas.
That's pretty insane because
Yeah.
those coral snakes are like super deadly.
Yeah,
Like,
and-
really, really, really deadly.
I'm glad you're still with us, Brenna.
Except the thing
Same.
is,
I'm
it's
glad
like,
my dog didn't see it.
they have like fangs that are really small, and if I remember correctly, they're in the back of their mouth, so like they almost have to like chew you to put the venom in.
Oh my gosh.
So you almost never hear of coral snake bites.
Yeah. They're really
because
skinny too.
they're really pretty. Like, I
Yeah.
want to pick it up. It's like, whoa, look at this. Look how pretty it is. But don't do that.
Yeah,
They'll
no.
mess you up. They'll
No.
mess you up. Now, rattlesnakes, though, right? I mean, if there's ever animal in the animal kingdom that says, don't mess with me, it has to be the rattlesnake. Like that, we played that video the other day of the rattlesnake. Like, it's very unsettling
And
noise.
the porcupine. Doesn't the porcupine kind
Yeah,
of be
that
like?
says don't mess with me too.
Yeah,
It's like
I feel
don't,
like a porcupine
don't
is
mess with
just
me.
up with there.
Yeah, but like I'm really surprised that there was all these rattlesnake bites because they really do kind of warn you like, hey, I'm around and don't mess with me. But one of the things that the article is talking about is a lot of people these days when they're out hiking wear AirPods.
Oh yeah.
Like they're listening to a podcast, like our
That's
awesome
so true.
podcast, or maybe some music, you won't hear them as much.
That's scary
which I
to
never
think
really
about.
thought about, right? Because it would be kind
Why I
of
don't
cool,
go
like
hiking.
out doing
Yeah.
a hike, listening to a book on tape.
It's
or,
peaceful, but yeah, you got to be aware of your
you just gotta be aware, man.
surroundings.
I mean, I know that like now civilization is, really kind of out there, but I mean, there's still like animals out there that want to eat you or like
Yeah.
or put you down.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah,
gotta,
this is the rattlesnake we saw.
oh
it's
my
a big
gosh,
one
yeah, that's
this
it.
way.
Yeah,
Sorry, it's
diamondback.
blurry.
No, that's way too big.
Yeah.
I think
I don't know what I would do if I saw a snake in real life. Like,
they're not gonna chase you down like a lion. You're just gonna like.
I can't even handle
And
bees,
they're honestly,
let alone-
they camouflage really well.
do. I
So
mean-
that's the scariest part is we found them under my grandma's stairs under
Uh-huh.
like in the back of her house.
I
like
just got
it's
chill bumps.
Dude,
Yeah.
copperheads are the worst too. Like copperheads on leaves.
I'm scared
are,
of
like,
diamondbacks
invisible.
the
Yeah,
most.
we're right because they're the okay. So recapping, poisonous snakes like rattlesnakes. Like technically, coral snake is the worst venom, but like there's almost zero, I don't know if there's been a recorded coral snake bite in forever. Rattlesnakes though are pretty venomous. Like most of the deaths in the United States are from rattlesnakes, but the most common bite is from the copperhead. They live like, I mean, I've killed 2 or 3 copperheads on my property in the Dallas Metroplex.
Oh my
now,
gosh.
granted, like where I live, we have 3 acres, so it's not like, packed in neighborhood, but I've killed 3 copperheads at my house over, a decade.
Yeah, no thanks.
still unsettling.
Yeah. So why is there this record number of both bites and now deaths? Because if we're already at 3 deaths this year and it's not even like really snake season, I mean, we're probably going to go way over. It's something in your realm. It's the weather. It's been unseasonably warm this
That's
year.
true.
And there's been a lot of rainfall, especially in California. And these snakes, they get in these burrows. And then when it gets warm, they're like, oh, it's time to come out. And then the
Hi.
water like kind of rushes them out too. And so, yeah, it still is kind of weird that 3 in a month. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Maybe people are not paying attention out there when they're hiking. I'm not sure. Like, I don't really have any like
I
explanation
don't either,
for
'cause
why
I
these
don't,
people
like,
are getting
do
bit.
that, so I don't know like what that entails. Like I don't know what hiking actually entails because if I was hiking, I'd be like on the path,
Right.
and if it was in the path, I feel like I would see it very clearly,
Yeah.
even with my AirPods in.
Yeah, I think that one of them I know for sure was on a path and the guy like stepped off the path to let somebody pass him and like the snake was just bad luck like right there.
It's totally that other person's fault.
Yeah, definitely. Like that's just like it's like
Totally.
That's just the universe being like it's your time to go. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? It's like all right, good run.
Like how big was the path to let somebody pass though? I need more like I'm a visual learner.
Yeah, I don't know. Like some of those paths can be small in some of those national parks. It can be pretty narrow.
Okay.
I don't know. I grew up like running around in the wilderness. Like
I did too.
my
That
whole
was when
life.
I was like, I can't even remember.
I was always more afraid of scorpions because
Oh, same.
because I mean they won't kill you, but man, they really hurt bad. And like when you grab like wood, like those little rascals would be everywhere. And so I just kind of got this habit of really like looking before I stepped or put my hands anywhere. Like you get stung by a scorpion, and it's like okay,
So-
you don't forget that.
This might sound really dumb, but scorpion is kind of one of those things that I didn't think was actually real. I just thought it was like in like cartoons and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So there are real scorpions out there, like with like.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Actually, I used to have scorpions.
I've never
Yeah.
seen one in real life.
My aunt would get a
Really?
lot at her
Never seen a
house.
I'll have to send you a picture. We had an emperor scorpion for a while, and this sucker was like
Like a pet?
yeah, it was like this big. It was enormous.
Why would you have that?
Yeah, no.
I used to have like a pretty big collection of arachnids. I had a lot of tarantulas, and then I still have one tarantula, and then I have some Madagascar roaches. I just like them. They're cool. Like they're low maintenance pets.
I used to think that armadillos weren't real either until I moved to Texas. I thought they were a cartoon.
Like made up.
Yeah.
No, scorpions are real. In fact, when we moved in our house here in 2010, it was pretty new, and they obviously unearthed like the biggest nest of scorpions in the world. We had scorpions in our house forever.
Scorpions live in nests.
Yeah, they're communal. Yeah, they're
Okay.
communal. And so we
I'm really grossed
killed.
out.
I killed so many scorpions in my house. It was just insane.
Yeah, my aunt would put sticky traps for them in her house.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that was the way she would
definitely
catch
mess
them.
them
Do
up.
they live in Texas or is like these other places? Is this like a
That
New
was
Mexico
Austin.
thing where I just stay away from New Mexico?
No, there's scorpions here. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's lots of scorpions in Texas.
I wonder why I haven't seen. I'm really glad.
They're
That you
nocturnal.
know of, yeah.
They're nocturnal. You've probably had one on your property or in your house at some point. they're like spiders. Like they're just everywhere. I mean, yeah, they're around. But anyway, I was going to tell you, I have a video of Danica, and she has this enormous scorpion running up and down her arm. I'll just send it to you.
On her arm.
Yeah, because it's emperors won't mess with you. Like they don't sting. Like they're pretty docile. But all right, we got off on scorpions.
We did.
Okay.
I'm so sorry.
No, that's like half the fun of doing the show is talking about random stuff. But yeah, there are a lot of scorpions around here. There's tons. I have pictures on my phone of ones I've collected like from my house. And then the smaller ones are like the more dangerous. Like the smaller scorpion. I mean, that's like a very generalization, but yeah, like.
I was really hoping I'd get a good night's sleep tonight, but.
Definitely check your shoes. I still to this day check my shoes.
Why?
Because the scorpions will get in your shoe. And so,
like in the garage, like if I leave them in the garage?
I check them in the house. Like I usually bang them out. And like, I mean, when you get a lot of scorpions in your house, you change your habits, man. Like you really do. Like, because those little, I mean, they won't kill you. It's like a wasp sting.
I've never been stung by a wasp.
Oh,
like
really?
my biggest fear is being stung by a wasp or a bee. I will scream like I'm like bloody murder.
How have you gone your whole life and never been stung by a wasp or bee? That's just so.
Because I don't go outside very often unless I'm playing tennis on the tennis court. Or if I'm watching my daughter play soccer, which is where I almost got stung by the wasp the other day. It landed on me, and I freaked out.
Oh my God. I remember it was like a year or two ago, I was riding my motorcycle and I had my visor open just a little bit and I was only going like 20 miles per hour and a wasp flew in my visor and it got stuck up against my head
right there.
and like stung me in the head. I'm just like,
I would have crashed. 100%. I would have caused a massive pile.
I think I made a video of it on TikTok. Okay, all right. So let's get back to the rattlesnakes.
Sorry.
So I was gonna at least try to give people some like useful information about. This has been entertaining and it's been informative, but now it's about to get helpful because I'm gonna tell you what to do if you get bit by a venomous snake. All right. First and foremost, you do need to seek medical attention if you get bit by a venomous snake. There is antivenom now. It's widespread. If you get antivenom, all of the bad things that will happen to you if you don't get the antivenom will be taken care of.
Yeah.
And you want to get it as fast as you can. Like don't go through the drive-through on the way to the hospital or whatever. Like get
last meal.
Yeah, get medical attention. All right. Now here's the catch. You do want to stay calm and still if you can, because if you are very active, it actually increases the spread of the venom. Now, that means like if you're, if you're by yourself, like you don't want to run back to your car, like you want to like, go with purpose, but stay as calm as possible. Or if you have somebody that can carry you out, like that's better. Like, not moving is helpful because that does spread the venom, which can make it worse.
I would have a panic attack. I couldn't do that.
Don't panic. That's what you don't want to panic.
Like,
I said
I would.
Stay calm, Brendan. Stay calm.
I don't think I could.
You can do this. You'll be fine. Just breathe through it. You're going to be okay. Move with purpose, but calmly.
That's my favorite line of the show so far.
Move with purpose.
Move with a purpose. Do not run.
If possible, you want to keep the bite area below your heart, like low. You don't want to do this, because that increases the flow of venom back towards your heart.
Wait, but what if it's like on your neck or something?
Well, then you're just in trouble, Brendan. Like you just got to go quickly and get your antivenom.
Then you just
so, like for example, like here's an example. If you get bit in the hand, like don't do this, right? You want to keep it low, right?
I didn't know that.
If you're bit like on the foot, if you can get someone to carry you out, you can keep. Wait, no, you want to keep it low, so it's good. Yeah, foot's good. You want to keep it low. All right, here's what not to do, because there's a lot of bad information out there. And I pulled this from like CDC and these different medical groups on what not to do if you get bit by a venomous snake. Do not use a tourniquet. Some people want to use a tourniquet to try to keep
stop it from going.
Yeah, you don't want to do that. That's actually makes it worse. Don't try to suck out the venom. That doesn't work.
Sounds terrible.
Because I remember when I was a kid, what they would tell you to do, and I actually carried a razor blade around with me, is they told you to make a cut over the fang marks and suck out the venom. Like that was a real thing. It's like
I remember that. Actually,
thank you, Brenda.
Yes.
Thank you for like corroborating my
I could
memory.
never do it, but yeah.
I was like, wait, you don't suck out the venom? My whole life I've been running around with razor blades ready to suck out the venom.
I didn't know about any of this, so thank goodness I don't go outside.
Yeah, exactly. So apparently you're not supposed to suck out the venom or cut the wound. Don't apply ice. That will actually make the tissue death worse.
Oh.
Here's one that I didn't think of. You definitely don't want to take like aspirin or ibuprofen.
Oh, interesting.
Because that thins your blood, and
yeah,
like
that
pit
makes
viper
sense.
venom is a hemotoxin. It causes your blood to lyse, and so like your blood is already starting to get thin because it's getting used up. So you don't want to use aspirin or ibuprofen. And the last one, which I thought was hilarious, and I'm not 100% sure why this was listed a couple times. It says, "Don't drink alcohol after you've been bitten by a snake." Like, what?
Well, doesn't that thin your blood as well?
I guess. I don't know.
I don't know.
I guess it does like make your liver
Because
work
they also
harder.
tell me, like before I get my Botox, to not drink alcohol. So
Yeah, it thins your blood a little bit. Yeah. I don't know about that. That was kind of weird. Like, I mean, honestly, like, I feel like if I got bit by a snake, I would maybe want to calm my nerves and take like a shot. But apparently, I would be doing the wrong thing.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
Along with like sucking out the venom.
All
and,
of
like,
the
having a
instincts
beer.
that I thought I
I know,
had,
everything I know is wrong about snake
especially the
bites.
ice.
I
But
have
yeah,
no
like-
instincts. So
But like all seriousness, you get
Yeah.
bit by a snake, you just need to go to the hospital. Deaths are actually pretty rare. I would really be interested to know about those 3 deaths, if they immediately sought medical attention, or if maybe they like were like, oh, I'll be fine, and went home, you know? Because I treated tons and tons of snake bites when I lived in Kentucky and Tennessee, and you pretty much never saw anybody die from them. Like, well, again, there's only 5.
are there snakes in Illinois? Because that might be why I don't
Yeah, there's
really
gonna
know
be,
much about snakes. Because I grew up in like Illinois.
Well, you have to remember that the colder the temperature, the less likely they are to have snakes because they're cold-blooded.
Okay, this
you know?
makes
And
me feel
so,
better.
like the longer the winter, like I'm sure there probably is snakes in Illinois, but not like around here.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, we could go to my house right now and start kicking over wood, and I guarantee you we can find a snake. Now, it may not be a venomous one, but I promise you in my wood pile there are snakes.
So there are these like holes. My mulch, they're like this big in my mulch.
Yeah, is this
Could
snake?
there be a snake in there?
There might. Get your garden hose and flush it full of water, and then like get like a net, catch it. bring
No,
it.
that is the last thing I would do. Like, no, like I am not gonna do that ever. Actually,
Who knows? There probably is like a ground hard or something. I don't think snakes dig holes. I think they're opportunists. Like they wouldn't dig the hole, but they might live in there.
yeah.
I don't think snakes dig.
Do bunnies dig holes?
I think rabbits do
Because
dig
we have
holes.
a lot of
they
those.
might be bunnies.
Bunnies.
But where there's bunnies, there's always snakes. You gotta be careful.
We have a ton of bunnies.
Yeah, you could have a hotbed of snakes at your house.
I don't want to know. I'm
careful.
Totally fine with that.
You sit in
Like,
the-
just stay in your own lane. I'll stay in mine, and we're gonna be good. We're gonna live really, really great.
Oh my gosh! All right.
I just like to pretend none of these things are real.
Snakes don't even exist.
No.